Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Technical difficulties? You guessed it. That's what happens when you do 14 games in 2 days. We're absolutely out here transferring the broadcasters from booth to booth. Joining us once again is the great Elliott Wilson in substitution. Greg Civiletti set to join us at some point. Ray Palma on the call once again. Welcome back.
Not to mention Tyler Lee making his debut later on in this game.
That's right.
Exciting game by the tip-off. Sacred Heart, Holy Child. Sacred Heart 16-3 on the season. Holy Child 17-1. The team split the regular season. This should be a real doozy, Danny.
I'm looking forward to it. The tip is up and we're underway. Looks like Sacred Heart had it to start. It's the Spartans that got us going, but an offensive foul call.
Stepped up early in the paint. Holy Child helping out, taking care of business.
You said it. So Holy Child set to start us off now. This is Logan Salcido bringing the ball across the timeline. Dribbling from right to left, it's the Holy Child Hawks wearing silver tops, silver shorts with red lining and red numbers. Perimeter passing here. Good stutter step. The kick to the corner. Now back up top, left wing. Crossover. Passed up the shot. Now working it right side. You can cross. Nobody cares.
Dan directing traffic, middle of play-by-play.
It's a turnover. Spartans come up with it. Thank you, Ray.
Sacred Heart was very active in their zone. Caused that turnover.
Ray, I got to get a charger. Take over.
We're going to take over here. Sacred Heart with the ball at the top of the key. 23 is Braden Lewison. Moves the ball around. Number 0 is Jack Alcott. Get the ball up top again to Lewison. Driving down the middle. Looking to kick out. Going to call a foul on the perimeter. It'll be Spartans' possession along the baseline, Coach E.
And they have an interesting number 12 out there. Another number 12 out there. And
look at the size, Gia. Just John Greenwald is a foot taller than everybody else out there. Very impressive. Inbound for the Spartans coming in. Number 5 on the catch, Ramik Black Jr. working the ball around. Corner tray ball, right side is airballed. Rebound, number 5 up strong and back in. Basket, Ramik Black Jr. It's 2-0 Sacred Heart.
His father was an excellent point guard at Port Richmond.
Holy Child brings the ball up here. Can't see the number from this perspective. 23 is Logan Salcido. Moving the ball around Sacred Heart in a traditional 2-3 zone. Ball move for Holy Child. 13 on the dribble. That's Jack Murphy with the ball on the move. 23 Logan Salcido on the wing. Perimeter shot up. 35 is good from 3.
Thank you, Ray Palma. Way to handle the play-by-play. Oh, a beautiful crossover here by the Spartans. It's stolen at half court.
The pressure.
Opportunity for back-to-back buckets. The reverse layup doesn't go. Boys, the energy is fantastic.
Lewison on the push.
Looking to go coast to coast.
And
Lays it up and in.
And the flex.
He gives the crowd the flex on the made basket. Early start. Great run for Lewison.
Loving the pace of this game. The pace of this game is, these kids are not nervous.
So we're looking at the Sacred Heart Spartans. We want to shout out this league, this community coming on as full-day sponsors today. Thank you to Sacred Heart, seeing what they could do out here today. Pull out a chip, maybe. Now up top, Holy Child with it. Jack Murphy kicks it right side. That's John Greenwald who gives it back up top. Perimeter passing. Here's a 3 from Kevin Foy. It doesn't go, but it's going to stay with the Hawks.
Sacred Heart, a traditional 2-3. They're not really trapping much, so ball movement and outside shots, the key to beat a 2-3 zone.
Here's a 3 attempt from the corner. Doesn't go. And the rebound is going to be wrangled up by the Spartans. Got to be careful here. It is, in fact, a turnover. Look out, Holy Child with it. Gets the ball in the paint, jump ball situation. Boy, these boys are fighting in the paint.
Omar Jenkins getting his hands in there early, aggressive. So far, he's been aggressive on both ends of the floor, Mr. Jenkins.
Young man was indecisive there and caused that turnover because he was being indecisive whether he wanted to dribble or pass.
As an offensive player, you never want to be indecisive on anyone with the last name Jenkins here on Staten Island. Dan is working the sideline here. Ball movement, Holy Child working against 2-3 zone. Dan Chanod.
And I love every second of it.
And look at Omar Jenkins Jr.
Deep 3 from way downtown. Doesn't go. Last touch is, in fact, it's going to stay this way, boys. So a long offensive possession here with a running clock.
Holy Child looking the inbound. The corner, nice little baseline jump.
The 22-footer off the right elbow is cash.
Boy, looking smooth with that jump shot. Timeout, Sacred Heart.
Love it. Timeout called on the floor. It's the Hawks with a 5-4 lead. Gentlemen, this is anybody's game to start. I'm going to turn it over to the broadcast booth. We're going to have Tyler Lee. I think he should come on in the second quarter. What do you think, Ray?
Second quarter sounds nice. Get Ellie a quick little break, and we'll get Tyler, who plays in this division, so familiar with both teams.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing that. Coach E, what do you think so far? Both teams zone, one a little more aggressive than the other.
I love the defensive pace, though. Like, Sacred Heart has to pack it in, and Holy Child is being a little bit more aggressive, and it's working for both teams really, because they are not only they packing it in, but they're leaving open shots. So for Holy Child, it's tough.
I'd imagine the zone has to be to some extent to take away Greenwald just from a size perspective. Greenwald's, legitimately 6 inches taller than anybody else on the floor.
Right.
So far, that's worked with the zone, as Greenwald hasn't done much as of yet. But the open shots are a byproduct of Greenwald, right? Creating space and opportunity for the guards. So
we got a little
Spartans will inbound.
That's right. Rami Black Jr. inbounds it.
Here.
Braden Lewison splits the defense, looking to go all the way. Can't control the dribble. It's picked up now, coming by with Jack Murphy. He brings it across the line now, slows it up, and gets his offense in order, working towards the left side. Throws a pass out of bounds. Miscommunication intended that time for Greenwald.
I was just going to say, Jack has that thing on a string, my goodness, but the bad pass there, better angle for him next time, be beneficial.
If you're loving what you're watching, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and tell the world we out here. A long three, in and out for the Spartans. Rebounded by Greenwald, now coming down the other way.
Yeah,
he's got that thing on a string, Coach.
Yeah.
He's got the confidence, the swagger going.
Short.
Coming up now, this number 0, Jack Alcott. Controlling the dribble. He's got to watch out for the trailer. He brings it across the timeline safely. He's going to send it over to Lewison. Lewison now sends it to Black Jr. in the corner. Now Lewison receives again. No shot clock. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Back up top, Alcott fires a three off the mark. Scramble for the ball, Dugan is there. He's going to pass it up to Salcido, who brings it across the timeline from right to left, fires a three. Oh, Doctor, it's raised to a 4-point lead. 8-4 is our score, 1:30 to go here in the first quarter.
Holy Child applying the pressure. Coach Trotter likes the pressure. Likes to apply pressure. Lewison.
Lewis is on the dribble. Tenacious defense here from Murphy. Lewison throws it up too strong off the back rim. No.
Lewison wanted to foul in the drive. Don't think there was one. He's got to learn when the defense steps up to kick that ball out to open teammates. Otherwise, it's been fantastic early fought today.
Salcido kicks it to the corner. Foy with it now.
Gives
it to the big man. Beautiful turnaround by Greenwald. Won't go. And now it's the Spartans. Outlet the other way. Omar Jenkins Jr. with it.
Good luck staying in front.
Sends a pass to the right. A three from Alcott. Off the mark. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Hawks up 8-4. Big 40 seconds here for both teams. See if we can extend the lead or decrease. Sacred Heart staying in their 2-3, traditional basic 2-3, no pressure on the ball.
Sending a pass now left side. Jack Murphy with it. He's all swagged out. I expect him to have a lot of confidence as this game progresses.
They're running it through.
Salcido with it. Sends a pass right side. They're going to give it back all the way left. 17 on the game clock now.
Yeah,
Spin move.
They're going to hold for one shot, looks like, Dan, 10 seconds.
That's right. Holds it up top. This is Salcido with it. Throws it left up and in. What a move. 10-4, 2 seconds on the game clock. Got to throw it up, and he doesn't get it up in time. The score at the end of one full quarter of play is 10-4. And joining us in the broadcast booth right now for the second quarter is going to be Tyler Lee making his broadcast debut. Back in just a moment.
We just want to wish a big thank you to our sponsors, the Warren Kings Memorial Committee. While this year's award winners are not to be determined yet, we'd love to see you at the Jinx Award Dinner, where both boys and girls award winners along with 1,000 point scorers and high school city and state champions from Staten Island.
Tyler
will attend.
Lee, welcome to your broadcasting debut on Nobody Cares Sports. How's it feel?
It feels good to be on Nobody Cares Sports. To make my announcing debut feels good.
All right, we like what you're saying, Tyler. A little louder, though. You see, I'm talking to you nice and loud. You talk nice and loud, all right?
All right.
Yeah, man, we want you to make love to the microphone.
What did you think of that first quarter, Tyler? How'd you think? Well, from Sacred Heart perspective, how do you think Sacred Heart played in that first quarter?
Well, Sacred Heart played pretty good. A couple of the drives, Lewison lost a couple of his possession. Sacred Heart likes to throw up a lot of three-pointers from when I played against them. So let's see what happens.
All right, back to you, Dan. Live on the call. 10-4
All right,
Hawks.
loving what we see. The ball's kicked to the corner now, and it's lost out of bounds. We're going to find out who the last touch is on. It's going to stay Spartan basketball. They find themselves down 6 here at the start of the second quarter. Going to have to get rolling on offense.
Holy Child in the, looks like 2-3, little 1-2-2 maybe, or 1-3-1 possibly. Yes, 1-3-1. A little aggression from Holy Child out of it. You gotta make sure you cover the backside of 1-3-1. Rebounding defense.
Oh, firing it deep.
Oh.
No good.
Out of bounds, Holy Child ball.
Now, Tyler, during the regular season, did you guys, when you played these teams, did you beat these teams during the regular season?
No, so we lost to well, we played Holy Child 3 times.
Okay.
And we lost them all 3 times. We lost to Sacred Heart 2 times, and out of we played them. We finished 5-11 regular season, did pretty good. Good season, and we look to progress for next year.
All right.
Love
Great work,
to
Tyler.
hear it. All right, 23, Logan Salcedo from downtown.
Foy has had, I think it's his second of the day. The kid's got a beautiful looking shot. 13-4 Hawks. Sacred Heart in trouble early.
Yep.
Sacred Heart, Omar Jenkins dribbling the ball against the zone. Working with a high post, trying to get it to Lewison. Lewison with the pass baseline. They move it around.
Oh, long two-pointer won't go. Second chance opportunity, no. And it's going to be Holy Child that comes up with it.
Good kick out by Sacred Heart off the offensive rebound.
Loved
Pass.
every second of this. A 3, right side, no. Spartans come up with the board.
Sacred Heart ball out of
Yeah,
bounds.
you see how big the court is. Like, that ball is so far away. You keep waiting for the whistle to blow. Referee's right there. Obviously, it's not out of bounds yet. See, Nobody Cares Sports sponsored Sacred Heart. Tommy Corson sitting courtside watching this program. Sacred Heart bring the ball up here. Down 9 very early on here in this game.
Take it over, Ray.
Okay, Sacred Heart bringing the ball. Number 0 for Sacred Heart's Jack Alcott. They're working the ball. Base by Lewis has been able to get all day. Rebound and come up short. Rebound again, number 5 on the bucket. That's Ramik Black Jr., the best TikToker on the Sacred Heart team, which we all know is very important. 13-6 Hawks. Holy Child. Great job. The 23 Salcedo bringing the ball up against the Sacred Hearts. They're staying in their 2-3 zone, trusting it. Baseline drive, good kick. Another 3 ball from the right corner is off. Rebound Lewison. He's on the push by himself. He's been doing that all game long. Gets downhill to the bucket. Floater is good. Lewison untouched, unstopped to the basket. It's 13-4 Hawks. 13-8 Hawks, excuse me.
Tyler, you like that or what?
Yeah, that's a good move. Sacred Heart cutting it close in the end, in the start of the second half.
Here's a
Second
deep
quarter.
3 off the mark, and the Spartans are going to come up with the board. Hawks couldn't answer that time. Spartans with a chance now, down 5, losing the dribble. It's a turnover. Picked up, of course, by number 28, Nico Sorrentino.
Murphy with it.
Murphy sends it over right side, in and out on a 3 from Joseph Poley. Now it's going to be Braden Lewison bringing it across. He's had a couple of turnovers. He's got to be careful with that dribble. A wee bit too fancy. Now Dylan Tronaloni in the corner.
Great call by the ref.
I'm sorry, in the corner, that's Zakai Coles.
That's Tyler Lee working for calls next season. Very smart and advanced, Tyler. I like it. Wellabon, Lewison, Tyler, plays a little like, he almost plays like center and point guard, it seems like. A little bit of everything for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, he brings up the ball, and he can do a lot. He can bring up the ball off of the glass. He can rebound. He can do a lot of stuff.
Inbound Sacred Heart, baseline, stepping through.
Good
Beautiful
move.
drive by Black. Missed the rebound there. Danny, we're back. We're alive.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
all
back
you.
always.
Yep.
It's going to be inbound Sacred Heart on the baseline here, Danny. 13-6 Hawks.
Here we go. Let's see what Sacred Heart can get. To Black. Kick out. Take it back out.
Sacred Heart moving the basketball. Jack Alcott has it over to Lewis and fires for the right wing for three. Bang! 13-11 Hawks. Lewis on fire.
Dr. Ray, it's a new ball game.
Sacred Heart coming back in this game. Defensive intensity and great inbounds plays.
Great job here. Sacred Heart, Holy Child moving the basketball around. Salcido from the right wing. Up from three's gone. No good. Rebound Black on the push.
Coming. Beautiful crossover. Trying to go coast to
And
coast.
one.
Count it if it goes. It doesn't. 2 shots coming off.
Great move by Sacred Heart, number 5.
That's number 5 is Ramik Black. I got a roster here if you want to look at the name.
Great move into the post, went into him. Looks like Murphy's shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, good point there, Ty. So Murphy's going to come to the sideline, get a little rest, a little treatment over there, a little banged up, taking the charge. And it's going to be Black. And if Black can make 2 free throws, the game's going to be tied there, Tyler.
What a turn of
Yep.
events.
Down by 9, come back in the couple first minutes of the second quarter. Let's see how they end it.
I'm sure the Sacred Heart fans want Tyler Lee to stay, as Tyler in the broadcast booth worked out really well. Referee checking on Black, make sure he's all right. Sometimes, kids don't want to come out of the game. So I think great job by the ref, checking on him, making sure. My apologies. The ref names, like a lot of other names in my life, I can't remember the moment. But here it is. Up in the first one is no good. Second one upcoming. So far it's been a game. One team in a soft 2-3 zone with Sacred Heart, whereas Holy Family's been a more aggressive zone. We'll see what happens the rest of the way here, Tyler.
Yep. See how Sacred Heart ends it, and Holy Child.
Second shot upcoming here for Black.
It is up and off the back rim. No, as we approach 2 minutes. Number 23 with it here. This is Logan Salcido. He's had a hot game so far. 2 minutes on the shot clock. Ray, what do you think they're going to do? Go for this 3? Drill it in the corner. It's money.
I was just going to say 4 for 3 from the corner. Bang. 16-11 Hawks.
Love to see it. Back up to a 5-point lead, weathering this Spartan storm, but they're not going away just yet either. Alcott sends it over to his right. Lewison with it. Back to Alcott, perimeter passing. Coles fires the 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound. Black Jr. lays it in.
Go ahead, Tyler.
A great offensive rebound by Black to put Sacred Heart down by 3 with a minute 20 left.
Great call, Tyler. Back down the other end. Up off the left rim. No. Second chance opportunity won't go. Scramble for the loose board. And the refs are letting them play. They come up with it. A 2 from downtown won't go. Spartans have it now. Madness on the court. It's March after all. Down the other way. Foy throws it up. It doesn't go. Second chance. Doesn't go. Third chance opportunity is going to be a jump ball.
If I'm the ref, for all that action, just call it jump balls. Everybody can take a break. My goodness.
I'm
action
exhausted.
fast and furious. Take a breath there, Dan Chanod. Beautiful.
Thanks, pal. Tyler's unimpressed. On the inbound, here's a 3-point attempt. Griffin Dugan.
They're going to call it 2.
They're going to call it 2. A foot on the line. All right, 18-13, 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Sending it over left side. Coles with it. Back to Alcott, who fires a 3. Money!
3-point shooting has stepped up big here these last 2 minutes. 31 seconds remaining. Sacred Heart, a Hawks in possession, up 2.
That's
25
right.
seconds left.
1 possession game coming down the stretch, bookie, of this first half game.
3-point shooting has got Sacred Heart back in the game.
Stutter step, throws a dime in the paint, blocked from behind. A huge defensive play from Black Jr. It's Lewison bringing it across the timeline. 10 seconds on the game clock. They're down by 2. A chance to take the lead with this 3. Off the mark. Second chance opportunity, 2 on the game clock. And that's going to wrap it up for one half of play from Farrell High School. The 6th grade boys, a championship. The Hawks 18, the Spartans 16. Tyler Lee.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. It was a great time. And for my broadcasting debut, and thank you for having me in the booth with you guys.
Thank you for joining us, Tyler. Your expertise was very helpful in this game, especially being someone that played in the division. And I look forward to you joining us again in the future. Great job, buddy.
You did an awesome job. That was Tyler Lee. Good job, brother. We're going to have Greg Civiletti joining us in the broadcast booth for the second half action. One possession game. Keep it locked. Nobody Cares Sports. Make sure you like and subscribe. All that other good stuff. Ray Palm on the call. Me, Bookie in the background. It's lit out here. Happy Staten Island St. Patty's, everybody.
Is now open. All 6th and 7th grade boys are welcome to attend.
I'm alive, I'm alive.
What's up, Bridget?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a packed Farrell High School. Danny Chanod, Ray Palma, and Greg Civiletti on the broadcast call for you in the second half. Greg, you've got a lot of catching up to do, and if you're new out there to Nobody Cares Sports Network, you're like, there's a lot of things happening, musical chairs. We like to shake it up. Greg is in the broadcast booth. He's representing the Staten Island Mavericks AAU team. He's joining us for the third time in 2 days. Welcome back, brother.
Appreciate you guys having me back. Good to be back. Good to see this energy again. I'm seeing a lot of Staten Island Mavericks on the court. This guy right in front of me and a couple guys right here. I'm hoping to get filled in here. It looks like a good one. 18-16 going into the second half.
Yeah, you're entering a great called game. Ray, you ready to rock?
Yeah, I think the big difference you saw in this game in the first half is the dramatic difference between 5th and 6th grade from the three-point shot. I mean, the majority of it, there were more three-pointers attempted in the first half than there were twos, easily. So I think that's the big difference. And then, again, you should shoot threes in 6th grade. It's about that time. You are old enough and strong enough. But the game changes so much from 5th to 6th, that's for sure.
You said it, mister. Now back to the action.
Holy
Second
child,
half.
back to that 1-3-1. Slight change a little further out this time. Sorry,
Love to see it. I can't read defenses. Alcott with it, sends the court. Now he receives it back. It's going to be Lewis in with it, sending it right side. A deep three comes up short off the fingertips of Jenkins Jr.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Winston wants looking for that. Too contested for Jenkins in the corner there. We want the open looks, not the ones you got to force. Salcido's been fantastic today. Missed a bunch of games this year with a knee injury. Luckily returned healthy enough and is a big factor for tonight's game.
Absolutely. He gives it up to Murphy. Salcido receives again, working with a left hand. A good dime kicked out beyond the arc. The shot doesn't go. And here's an excellent outlet pass on a fast break opportunity. Snatched up by number 13 from Holy Child, Jack Murphy. He's been the floor general for both offense and defense tonight. Good move with the right hand, rejected by the bottom of the backboard. Spartans looking to push the other way, but it is in fact the Hawks that get back on defense, forcing a bad shot out of the break. Now back down the other way. This is Kevin Foy with it. Giving it up into the corner, Caden Mills.
Talk about floor generals. This Holy Child team has a couple floor generals on the court. Kevin Foy really can handle pressure. Logan, Caden.
Now we see a three-pointer buried from downtown. That's big time. His third of the game from Kevin Foy, right? He's been red hot.
And a beautiful pocket, like a perfect release, especially for a kid so young. And, you know, the three ball's going to, both teams playing a zone, the three ball's going to be a factor. So far in this half, Holy Child's made theirs. Sacred Heart 0 for 2, and that's been the possession so far early on the third here, Greg.
And these guys are tough. I know them just from having them as, a little, like you said, a little younger. They compete defensively, and they really can shoot the ball well, too. So if they're, you know, if they live in the dime behind the three.
We haven't seen pressure. We haven't really seen any trapping. We haven't seen full court or man-to-man. So I'll be curious to see if either team might switch up at any point, go to something different, or if it's going to play it out. If they play it out, we're going to see a lot of three balls, and it's going to be whoever knocks them down and wins, it looks like so far.
Yeah.
Look at the weather, the sunlight pouring in from outside.
Yo, we got to give a shout-out to our boy Mark D. Cristoforo out of St. Peter's High School. Big supporter of Nobody Cares Sports Network. We understand he's with a house full of people watching the broadcast, sat down on St. Patty's. We appreciate everybody out there in West Brighton watching today.
It must be his house because Mark don't be outside. But anyway, shout out to Coach D.
Shots fired on a compliment. Back to the action on the court.
Oh, just speak the facts here. We've nothing but the facts here. Nobody Cares Sports. Jenkins inbounds, and Alcott's going to bring it up.
Greg, you're not safe either. We just don't know you enough to start cutting on you. It's coming. Take it over, Ray.
Alcott, the best stone. Holy Child on the push here. Great kick
Foy
ahead
throws
pass.
it up. Oh, dude.
Another active defensive play, hands, deflections, leads to a transition bucket. Here's some pressure in the full court.
Oh, wow, coming back down the other way.
No whistle, whistle.
Referee's going to say, hold up here. What happened, Ray?
I don't know.
You're right next to the goal.
I must have been too close. I didn't really see what occurred. I don't know. Was there a foul call?
Looked like a delayed whistle.
Because Lewison got a vexed right in front of the table.
Honestly, that's what happened to me. I started looking at Lewis and his reaction. He was so upset. I want to ask if he was okay. He's still obviously not happy with the ref's call.
And now they're switching it.
Are we in a position to just be like, hey, man, what's going on?
Well, he just got a 5 from Elliott Wilson, so I think he's ready to go.
Okay. He's ready to rock. He got the magic touch. Lewis in set to inbound now. He gives it up to tiny point guard number 12, Omar Jenkins Jr. Sends it right to Jack Alcott. Now back right side to Jenkins Jr. Fires a three, in and out. Second chance opportunity here. Won't go. A battle for the boards. And Ramik Black Jr. comes up with it, throws it up, doesn't go. He's going to the line to shoot two.
Black's been active all day, off the dribble. Him and Lewison, both very impressive on the boards and on the glass. Have to be with Holy Child having someone the size of Greenwald out there.
Well, two big free throw shots coming up. Greg, I got to ask you, you guys stress free throw shooting over there at the Mavs AAU?
Absolutely. I mean, it goes hand in hand with conditioning, too. You got to make them when you're tired, especially in the second half. I guess in a close game, this is what it's going to come down to. Making free throws when you're tired.
No doubt. Shout out to Windows We Are, by the way.
Turnbow family, free parking.
But always going to just randomly shout them out. They don't even have to be sponsors. They're going to be on our screen forever.
They belong there. They've certainly been generous enough.
They've been generous enough. I'm being honest with you. They were around when nobody else was. I'm going to put that company up there with everything we do. That's how we do it.
It's free parking.
Yes,
they'll pay your toll if you go. It's a great business. Check out the Turnbow family at Windows We Are in Brooklyn.
Free parking. Back to the action on the court. A long three from Foy. That was from Bayonne, and it was short.
Yeah, he's going to have to get to at least Elizabeth. He was a little too far out on that one, but heat checks are allowed.
Well, he's been money all game, so that was his first errant shot that just didn't come close.
You talk about Mavs practice. He's got that freedom, that green light with me too. Those guys earned it with me, and these guys really put in the work. So hey, if it's a little heat check,
they're feeling it. Now it's Lewison. He throws it up with the left hand out of bounds. A bit out of control there. And he's getting up saying, I want the foul. But I think he's got to get his nerves under control, right? His emotions under control. Just focus on the game as it comes so you don't look for the calls.
I think he's talking to the ref a little too much. You know, no one wants to hear from a 9-year-old all game long. So, or a 30 or 44-year-old or any other age.
Oh, a little crossover. Stutter step. Might have been a travel. No call. Now back on the other end, Jenkins Jr. fires a three, doesn't go. Biggest man on campus, John Greenwald, comes down with the rebound.
I was going to say a fantastic drive, but sometimes you find yourself, and that's 13, Foley Child Murphy, you find yourself too deep, Greg. You know, you push it, it's great, but you get towards the rim and you don't have a finish, and you find yourself in possession to the other team.
got to come to 2 feet, especially in your paint. Younger guys, try to tell them all the time, come to that jump stop, just be balanced, and then you can make some more decisions from there.
Sound advice there, the 2 feet. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I haven't heard it worded that way before. You know, you got to come to 2 feet. You know, to balance yourself and be able to make a decision.
That was me when I was younger, just getting in the air trying to make a play, but you only have a half a second or two, depending on how high you jump. But come to 2 feet, be balanced. Be
I think
under
I'd
control.
have about 1/2 of a tenth of 1/10 of a second, I would think. I think, Danny, we're adjusting the camera. Going to get my muscles in the shot. It's going to be Link Black at the line. We're a chance to cut this lead down from 6.
Ray, you look so handsome. I'd be doing a disservice to my company if I didn't get your full body on camera.
Listen, I'm down for whatever Nobody Cares needs. It's modeling, so be it. Whatever works. Plus size modeling in this case.
Greg,
Team
have
player.
you met the Chinese bookie behind you? He's a
I have not.
Well,
bookie,
I know
Greg?
you're a little starstruck. I was when I met him.
Yeah.
But he's here in real life.
A real
he
person.
actually exists. I thought the Chinese bookie was someone that Danny made up and just
like somebody that just takes the fall for
sure,
everything.
You know,
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
No, he takes the fall and he's alive.
Bonus.
Oh, shot from the charity stripe doesn't go. 23-17 is our game. It's the Holy Child Hawks with a 6-point lead here as we are midway through the third quarter. A three from Foy. He's feeling it, and he started to go cold. Second and third chance opportunities won't go from big man on campus, Greenwald. Stoppage in play due to a referee whistle. What's the call?
We got the foul's going to be on Holy Child, 35, which is Foy. So I think that's his second, so not too bad with this much time left. Gotta be careful though. They need Foy in the game. He's key to everything, including he's going to come out. So all right, a little mental health break, a little rest.
Yeah, I'd like to see, like you said, Coach, in the fourth quarter, maybe if these teams switch up their approach. Right now, both in a zone. Holy Child in the 1-3-1, but the Sacred Heart in that 2-3, packing in, almost daring them to keep shooting and live or die by the 3.
I love the perimeter passing, trying to find the open man. Finally, they get a little love in the corner, but I'll tell you, it's these Hawks that shut it down on defense. Spartans are forced to settle for a 3 that just won't drop. 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter, running clock.
These guys are tough. You talk about Kevin Foy, who just came out the game, and then you talk about the Staten Island Mavericks. He's a pleasure to coach. This guy, Logan Salcido, with the ball here. Jack Murphy, Caden Mills. These guys are tough defensively. They compete. Practice was so fun. So fourth quarter, they're just going to keep bringing it.
So that's the first time today we've had Greenwald's been such a presence defensively and on the boards all game long. Beautiful drive by Salcido in the dump down. That's the first time that he's drawn a foul down low. The more fouls he draws, the better it is to his team.
You know what? And there's a good mix of sizes on the court, right? You would say for this sixth grade boys championship that there's all different types of young men out there in terms of their skill set and their size. We talked about this before, man. Some of these referees are dealt with like a different hand every game, and you never know what you're going to deal with. So far, the ebb and flow of the game's been perfect. I got to give the refs a lot of love this game, Ray.
Yeah,
I'm usually all over them, but
I don't know if you're turning to me to say something opposite, but no, it's been a smooth, officiated game thus far.
Great.
And the those no calls down low, things like that, they're not easy, but so far I've pretty much agreed with everything so far.
Absolutely solid stuff, Greg.
I like when the refs let them play a little more physical. I see number 32 for Sacred Heart too, Chris Durr, another Staten Island Mav. Good size in the court, like you mentioned, Danny, for a 6th grade matchup. But let them play, let them be physical.
Absolutely. Alcott receives it now up top. 1:32 to go here in the third quarter. Spartans are down by 7 points. Wild pass into the corner that can't be controlled by Alcott. It's going to be another turnover.
It's a great set play. You get a screen along the baseline. You throw against the 1-3-1 diagonal. The only problem is it's a long distance for that pass to travel, so you might want to dribble in, try and cut the distance as much as you can off that little set there.
Now the three from Salcedo, in and out. Spartans chase down the rebound, looking to push the other way. Going all the way to the hoop, laying it up, won't go. 2 shots coming from the charity stripe.
Salcedo with a great reaction to that one. He does not agree. I don't know if it's on him.
That's what Sacred Heart has to do. Got to get out and run. Both teams got to find something in transition, something going to the rim.
Especially Sacred Heart, when you're trailing, you find that sense of urgency. One way to get on a run quick is to create offense from your defense. Black spent all day at the foul line here, Dan Chanod.
I mean, you love to see it, but you have to convert, right? That's the other part of the battle. The hard part is getting to the foul line.
Free
And
throws
the
when you're
harder
tired.
is actually
making it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a 2-part process, right? You have to really earn your money at the charity stripe, but you can get it there. That is why it's free.
Free throws when you're tired.
Oh, good job. Spartans keep it
spin
alive.
move.
Spin around. Oh, Doctor. Lewison getting busy.
Lewis has been the best player for the Spartans offensively, that's for sure.
Making it a 5-point game. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
No shot clock. How big is that going to play a factor with a 5-point lead and no rush, but then a quick three?
Oh, it's
Surprised by
big.
that.
Comes down every time. Well, here we go. 30 on the game clock. Walking it down. Lewison fires a jumper and hits the 22-footer. He buries it. It's a 3-point game.
He has been nothing but spectacular all game long. Spin moves in the paint, now showing the outside shot.
That call fired him up. He's got a look in his eye.
Uh-oh, Salcedo sends it over. Kaiden Mills with it now. Salcedo, a beautiful time into the pass, a foul. 2 shots coming up from the charity stripe.
2 of the last 3 possessions, or it might have been 2 of the last 2. Salcedo's been beautiful with his looks, finding teammates, both times sending teammates to the foul line there, Coach Civiletti.
Setting guys up. Another paint look.
Shout out Coach Red Tripp, I see in the stands right now.
What up?
Celebrity role.
What up, Skip? See Coach Brian Leonard from Tottenville and Sacred Heart in the stands over there. He's assistant coach to Tommy Corson.
Another packed house today. A lot of
This
faces.
is insane. The whole thing's just been beautiful. And the feedback, the phone calls and text messages I've gotten over the last, everyone's kind words. Thank you so much. It's so cool to bring this back, and I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. Danny
Second
Chanod.
one is up. 25-21.
Danny Chanod.
I'm a figment of your imagination. 3.7 on the clock. It's picked up by
Wizard.
Lewison, and the referee is going to say what's going on with the clock, I think, or a timeout called.
So he stopped it at 3.2? Is that
Because
what
I
we're
believe the clock didn't stop on the inbound when he picked it up, okay? He let the ball roll all the way up. The clock didn't start. When he touched it, it didn't start. The ref is saying we got to do this again. Because, as you know, we had a problem in a previous game, right? So,
Makes sense. Thank you.
perfect.
Appreciate you filling us in there.
He clarified it right then, just like we said, so they're going to make him do it as a result of a misread at the clock booth.
I love that they made us part of the game. Feel important.
It helps us.
Makes me feel important. Thank you.
Shout out to the Stripes, man.
And they get it in now. The clock is out of all sorts of
That one
difficulties.
started too early, so that's what happens sometimes in these games. Young man over there on the clock. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's got a problem with any of this clock issue, you come through the clock at one of these games.
Word, 100%.
You come through the
I barely want to do this, and I mean,
Yeah.
I love what I'm doing, but this is stressful, okay? The clock, I'll never do the clock.
I find zero stress doing this. I'm also not the one running the production and the computer and the buttons and all this other stuff. I just talk.
wizardry.
The wizardry, yes, the good terminology.
So
The
stressed out.
wizardry.
So stressed out.
So
Thanks,
I'm
Greg.
not stressed, but if I was doing the clock right now, I would be nervous the entire time. It takes a lot of focus. It's not easy, that's for sure. So we'll try this again. Third attempt, 3.7 for Sacred Heart.
Let's see what they do with it.
3 seconds.
Clock
Different.
starts running beautifully. Let's go with it. Rami Black Jr. throws it up off the backboard. No. Our score at the end of 3 quarters of play. It's a 2-possession game. The Hawks lead 25-21. Greg, you picked a great time to jump back into the broadcast booth, brother.
It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter. I'm happy I made it here. Let's see if both teams can get to that paint. Just like you mentioned the other possession, got a good paint look, got to the foul line. Got to make free throws when you're tired, and it's anybody's game.
It's important we give love to the Sacred Heart Spartans, who find themselves down here just by a couple of baskets entering the fourth quarter. It's a tremendous organization here in Staten Island, and they're an all-day sponsor, and we feel it's only fitting to shout them out when their team's on the basketball court. So many great personalities in this community. We've kind of been harping on this all weekend. A lot of different training schools, a lot of different coaches, communities, all working together here under the umbrella of CYO to create this, I'll call it a magical experience that's being captured on camera.
Beautifully captured with Gotham Trinity Productions in conjunction with Nobody Cares Sports. It's been brought to us beautifully from the Spartans. Again, shout out to Tommy TC and everybody at Sacred. I see my friend Marilyn Corson, Tommy's wife, and you know the life of a coach's wife. It's not easy, and Tommy coaches, I think, 17, 18 different teams. So God bless. And if you're a holy child, Greenwald's your guy. He's your guy offensively and defensively. So far, he hasn't got going offensively. The key will be for Holy Child to ice the game out. Can they get into him for a few easy buckets? Then you throw in a three-pointer and the game's over. Or if they keep neutralizing Greenwald, the Spartans are going to stay in the game.
Shout out to Sacred Heart. That's where I played 3rd to 8th grade. Shout out to West Brighton. A lot of action going on there. But love Sacred Heart, and the Spartans always have teams here. And you're right, Coach. I think there's a fire in Sacred Heart, though. If they go on a little run, it's going to be important. But
oh, my heavens. Let's get it started. 27-21. The Hawks pick up right where they left off with hot hands.
Salcido assists 2 previous possessions, bucket there.
Back on the other side. You got a pass into the paint, wrangled up there. And number 32, Chris Stirrer. He's fouled, mauled as soon as he touched the ball.
Chris, such a pleasure to coach, too, man. I mentioned the Staten Island Mavericks. Such a great kid, coachable.
Shout them out. We appreciate the Mavs. They sponsored us. They're a sponsor of a 6th grade game today, 8th grade game.
But the Sacred Heart team, swinging the ball, good look in the corner.
Oh, the 3 just doesn't go, but you're right, Greg. It was a fantastic look. Now they send it back up top. Lewis in. Driving with the left, throws it to the corner. A 3-pointer won't go again.
Offensive
3rd
rebound.
chance opportunity. Chris Sirrer throws it up, and it's too long. Now Holy Child comes up with it. Tenacious defense forces Salcido to backpedal, and now he brings it across the timeline. They're up by 6 and looking to build, and a turnover here. Ramik Black Jr. comes up with it, gives it to his floor general, who brings it across the timeline once again. Stutter step, crossover, better do something with it, young man. Chucks it off the back rim, no. And we've got a call on the 2nd chance opportunity, a little bit too heavy on a bump, defensive foul.
Omar Jenkins Jr., son of Curtis Legend, all-around great man. Omar Jenkins struggled tonight mightily so far with his 3-point shot, but what I like is they keep finding him and he keeps firing away. So he has the confidence, his teammates have confidence in him, and I have zero doubt before this night's over, he's going to make a big shot for the Spartans.
Got to give a shout out to the whole Althoff clan out there watching today, Staten Island, St. Patty's. How joyful it must be to just hang out in the living room, eat some corned beef and cabbage, drink a flagship beer, and watch CYO basketball. Sounds like a fever dream, like something that's not even real.
And a lot of people are living that right now. My phone has been blowing up all day long, as well as yours. People are enjoying this as they should. How can you not? 4.5-point game here with 5:46 left.
Awesome stuff, and a scramble for the board after the free throw opportunity. Refs signify a jump ball. It's going to stay right down this way.
Coach, you mentioned the confidence. I love the confidence these kids have just to continue to shoot, continue to just be aggressive.
Absolutely, and the faith in one another.
Here we go up top. Althoff swings it to the corner. Deflected pass. Foy getting a hand on it, and he's saying, I think that it's off him, but referee's right here, and he's going to say it stays Spartan basketball.
Next play mentality.
Spartans set to throw it in, and they do just ahead of half court, keeping it on this side. Alcott with it. Sends it right side. They try to get it back to him. He receives. Sending it left now. Lewison fires a 3.
Wow.
Money!
He has been spectacular today.
27-25. It's down to a one-possession game as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the championship. Fourth quarter.
If I'm Holy Child, clock management, not in a rush.
Boy fires the three off the mark. Big man on campus throws it in.
All right, Greenwald making me look good so far. You're going to need impact out of him. Lead cut to 2. Greenwald, the biggest bucket of the day for Holy Family, Dan Chanod.
This is basketball at its finest. Every single game we're like, how is it going to get better? It gets better I'm so excited with this tremendous display of talent here. All age groups, unbelievable. I'm exhausted, ready to take over.
I think the level of play, Greg, we talked about in the previous game, and you've seen it here again, is coaching, too. The level of coaching and programs, and you see some schools do it where there's different coaches for every grade. Some you go through with your team, and some's a mix of all the above. But no matter what, over the last, last time I was in CYO as a player was in the 80s, right? So the coaching was nowhere near it as now. And what about for you in comparison to when you were a player? Was it similar, different? Or?
I still remember my coaches from Sacred Heart, some of my favorite coaches as when I was a player as a Spartan. And then I know the guys over at Holy Child as well, Coach Vinny Ricci. I mean, you said it, a testament to the coaching staff. Miss Murphy there too. They're on these guys, but they make them play the right way. It's the culture too. Like you said, they believe in each other. They get good shots. They get good looks, quality looks, and they stay confident. And and now here we go with a little press. I was going to ask you.
There we go. You said that, and we called it a little bit. So first time, go down 4. You try and press and blow it open here, Danny Chanod.
He just got a $2 raise. He's got to be excited about that.
What was up?
Greg just got a $2 raise because he got something
Greg got a raise.
Yeah, exactly. He's now officially making $2. All right, going back the other way. Foy trying to go coast to coast, left hand. No.
The big man.
Big man. No. Second chance opportunity. No. Third chance. He's fouled. Go to the line and shoot 2. No quit.
So he's only converted, I believe, once today on the inside, but he must have at least 15 rebounds. And just there, 2 attempts, staying with it. And what I like the most, big smile on his face. No frustration. Kid's played a great game defensively. Hopefully now he can contribute offensively, knock 2 down from the foul line.
Size on every level, man. It's just going to be an impact in the paint. This guy's a big dude for a...
Yeah, he's got some size.
6th grade.
A nice, a good foul shot there, Greg. I'd like to see him stay on the line, not fall backwards on it, a little balance. But as he gets older, he'll learn,
Yeah, good form.
Any shooters out there, though, you don't want to be falling forwards or backwards when you're done. You put you on the foul line. Straight up, straight down, knock it down. Oh, behind the back. I didn't notice it the first time. Every kid should have your own free throw routine. No, nothing's wrong. Just make your own.
Well, you can do whatever you want. You can tie your shoelaces twice when you make free throws silky smooth like that. Ooh. A little bit too overzealous trying to bring it across the timeline here, boys.
Yeah, going through the pressures. First time they've seen the press all day.
1-on-1. Wow.
I was going to say the only negative of that is correct. You're in a press. If you foul now, you're giving Sacred Heart a chance to cut into your lead without them putting the ball through the basket while the clock's running. So big difference. 2 for Lewison, down by 5. That is off. Rebound by Holy Child, and they're on the push down the other end. To the basket up at the left end. Just
take
short.
It over, Ray.
Foul on the baseline. Looks like it's going to be on Lewison, who's unhappy with the call. He hasn't liked many calls this evening. That's okay. I don't blame him. You don't have to agree with a referee's call. Just respect it and move on. He's a little frustrated. They're going to inbound along the baseline. Holy Child. Passes up. They're going to look right into the big fella. Wide open. Got himself open.
Can't let that happen.
Busted coverage in the Sacred Heart zone. 32-25.
And now this full court pressure is kind of slowing down Sacred Heart, taking some time off the clock.
Black gets to Lewis and double team up that sideline, the dribble, passed up to Jenkins. Dangerous. You got to get that ball off that sideline and reversed. Jenkins got to come to that basketball.
I'm a fan of this pressure. So far it's been...
Yeah, it's been productive. Jenkins might have a jammed finger. Don't know if the referee's going to address him. I think it's a jammed finger. He's bent over. He's clearly not feeling... He's definitely in some type of pain, so... All right, so they're going to call, I don't know if it's an injury timeout or a timeout.
They're going to get a sub?
Probably a sub for Jenkins. Yeah, I think on the catch, I think they might have got a jam, a busted finger there. That happens, if your hand's out. So, yeah, no timeout, just possession. Inbound, Lewison will inbound on the sideline for the Spartans. You get it out to Alcott. He's been running the show smooth all day long. Alcott at the top, moves the ball in the wing. Back around, Black, back to Lewison. Lewison goes corner. They're going to swing it again. Alcott's going to be over top of the key. Let it fly. Air ball. Black try to track down the rebound. No success, out of bounds. It'll be Holy Child ball on the baseline. They're going to inbound the ball to Salcedo. Up by 7, 3:50 remaining. Certainly not looking to hold the ball or just blatantly hold it out, but you want to get a good shot here, that's for sure. Actually going to call timeout here, so something tells me, Coach Greg, that timeout has something to do with right now. You're not in any rush on offense.
Not in any rush. This is a big possession for Sacred Heart, to be honest. You want a little pressure here. You don't want to. I don't think you want to sit back in this zone right here in the 3:44 left. I think you want to just try to speed them up somehow, whether it's man-to-man, whether it's just an extended zone, because this possession right here, if Holy Child executes especially and takes like 30 to 40 seconds off, it's a big possession.
And, you know, the games are competitive. This is competitive basketball. So what Holy Child might do is just hold the ball near half court and force Sacred Heart to do something as far as come out and apply some pressure. Interested to see if Holy Child will do that, or if they'll be aggressive in trying to attack it. We shall see. I tell you, these timeouts are longer than high school timeouts. I feel like my timeouts are all 10 seconds long.
Oh, they do that for us.
They TV timeouts.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Full college, 1 minute, 15 seconds.
All right, look at that. Very fancy. So the timeouts are altered by us. We make them better. The referees come to us. We make them better. I think Nobody Cares Sports, so they impact on this game.
We're impacting it in a large way, right?
When is Nobody Cares Sports coming to high school?
Oh, we do it already. Oh, yeah. Did the whole High School League tournament.
The whole tournament?
The whole tournament, absolutely. All the games.
Oh, nice.
So we had a great run, a great champ, a great semifinal.
When are we taking
game.
over the rest is what you're asking?
Staten Island versus everybody.
Why not?
Well, we are available. If you listen to this, reach out to Nobody Cares Sports. Dan Chanod, he will...
Hey, you want to be a broadcaster, we'll pull people from the stands and put them on.
Truthfully, he'll put me on the bench for it, too.
If it means a couple extra seconds in the timeout, Coach, I'll take them all season.
Absolutely.
Go with it, Ray.
Spartans out the full court pressure here. A little trap. Oh, push off. Oh, there's no call there. Got away with one on that one. Holy Child pulls it off. That's going to be Murphy.
Man-to-man.
And Sacred Heart has come out man-to-man. Now Jenkins is going to have to put pressure on Murphy. Not enough pressure now.
Get in.
Got to get closer. Murphy's going to go left. Right past Jenkins. Counted one.
Yeah. Wow. Only thing about extending pressure to Jack Murphy, I know that guy can get to the hoop. That guy's quick. And the N1 makes him pay with the left hand.
Jenkins also really quick. Now the game plan might have been to force him left. And Murphy showed really quickly, like, that's not a good plan, fellas. Look at this. You got Jenkins going as the underneath guy on the rebound line. The smallest player on the floor, but has the hard and toughness that Spartans look for. Murphy at the line has one shot.
Big man.
Rebound straight up and in. That's Greenwald again. He's had a huge fourth quarter in one of the starts. Holy Child going back to their pressure. Jenkins looking down up the right sideline. Do triple team. Couldn't get to Lewison. Up ahead to Murphy. He's going to go up strong, lay it in, and the Hawks are pulling away here. 38-25, staying in their pressure. That's going to be Lewison against the press, working along the right side to Black.
Starting with that
Black
pressure.
dribbling. Still, the pressure is on. Jenkins fires one from the right wing downtown. That's going to be up and off. Rebound, Greenwald. Holy Child in no rush right now, and they're well aware of it. Number 35, Foy bringing the ball up over to Murphy. Murphy, Foy, and Sausalito have been fantastic handling that basketball for Sacred Heart all day today. And they're going to force them to come out. Yeah, you need to put some ball pressure on.
Ball pressure. No rush here, but
Sacred Heart back to the zone too, Greg. So they went man one possession back to the zone. Only thing is, unfortunately, as Holy Child is doing now, against the zone, much easier to kill some clock.
Yeah.
And they're going to force the Spartans to either come out, double team and trap, or foul.
I hear Coach Winston over there. Guard the ball, pressure the ball.
Yeah, so
but with no shot clock, Coach.
This is a clinic. This is a clinic from Holy Child. No one being selfish, looking to shoot. Well, up until that point, anyway, a clinic. Moving it along, though. Yeah, so if you're Sacred Heart right now, you have to do an interesting timeout from Holy Child. I thought maybe that was actually, personally, I feel that timeout might benefit Sacred Heart more, Greg, because Sacred Heart's the one that needs to make a change. Holy Child was doing everything perfectly, but perhaps that last pass there that didn't quite work out, they wanted to clean things up a little bit in their late game offense.
Yeah, the energy down 13 now for the Spartans. It's tough. You got to come out of this timeout ready to put pressure. You got to ready to have energy. And
one to watch.
So clearly, so the whole Soley family bench was just asking. Should be Holy Child. Should be Holy Child bench was asking the ref where possession was. Key for the inbound. So they want to know where the inbound's coming from. I believe it's going to come right in front of our booth here, which is a beautiful seat here. Thank you to Monsignor Farrell for giving us, also, if we set up top, it would have been fine too. But this is so nice to be courtside here.
I tried to set up top. We were supposed to be, but logistically, I had to move us down here.
Well, no, this is an upgrade.
Yeah, but I don't like to have everything that I own next to a bunch of 9-year-old kids diving.
I will dive on this Dr. Dre Beats machine.
Bro, you guys are being great, like pushing kids off.
It's a Rode Class A servo bias preamps, and it's awesome. I will dive and save this. It's worth more than my life is.
Inbound and right in front of us. How exciting to see that break unfold. Throwing it up off the glass. Big man on campus comes up with the board, throws it up, right hand, lays it in. Too easy.
Wow.
Too big.
He has been huge in the second half.
My man might be the player of the game in my book. I don't know. I've got a vote. Everybody else does. We'll see what it is.
It's him or Salcido for Holy Family. Both have been fantastic.
Such a balanced attack for the Holy Child defensively, and then the big man just rounding out the offense.
Yeah, he hasn't been scoring much, but defensively he's been altering shots all game. And here in the fourth quarter, he just started to put the ball in the basket. So phenomenal, great, big-time game all around for Greenwald.
Sacred Heart.
Ooh, throws it up left side, won't go. Tip, says the referee. Good call. Play stays live down the other end. Salcido has it as we approach the 1 minute mark to go here. Fourth quarter, dropping a dime into the paint. Turnaround bucket is good.
The big kid or the green sneaker?
Man. Happy for these Holy Child guys. A lot of Staten Island Mavericks on the court, but I feel for these Sacred Heart guys too. I'm a former Spartan, so with 42-25, 1 minute left in the game.
What do you think?
I'm just realizing the microphone's right in front of my face. You're probably hearing our conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Greg's trying to keep the broadcast going.
Thank God, Greg. Good job by you.
You got you. Thank God for the Staten Island Mavs and AAU, man.
I was just saying, a lot of Mavs on these Holy Childs. I'm happy for them. But these Sacred Heart guys, I was a Spartan, man. So, it's tough always in the championship game to go down double digits. And I know the energy over there. You just got to keep them positive. They're tough players. They'll be fine. But this was a...
So it's just like last game, Coach Civiletti. We'll talk about it, but we were discussing player of the game. Elliot was to our right, Coach Greg, and obviously Danny Chanod. There's 4 or 5 people in Holy Family who picked the player of the game for different reasons. It's been so balanced. And you see the starters coming out for Holy Family. Going to get the other kids a chance to get some playing time here in the championship game. That's a great job by coaches.
Love to see it. Play in front of a packed house, right, Ray? It's an experience. You want to get involved as many kids as possible.
And what I love is the bench for Holy Child. They're rooting.
Absolutely.
All smiles.
And Jenkins not giving up, going to keep putting pressure on.
Oh, here we go, splitting 20.
Ooh, you're right, Greg.
Holy.
Uh-oh. I love it when the B squad comes in and starts getting busy right away.
I was a bench player on many teams I was on, and you relish the opportunity. And, for you, it's a moment, and you want to go out there and show your coach in this situation, the championship game, so no game tomorrow, but for the future, you want to get out there and earn some playing time. Great to see the kids all heavily involved. You feel bad for the Sacred Heart kids. They had a good run, a fantastic season.
Yeah.
Going to fall up a little short here.
Yeah, but Sacred Heart will be back. I know the Spartans, one thing about them, they'll be here.
The talent on the floor has just been immense. Didn't shoot it very well today, but overall had a fantastic game. I want to see one drop for Jenkins. Instead, he dropped a beautiful pass down to Black. Black on the rebound. He'll go back up and score.
And, Greenwald comes out. Now, this, I think, was the first paint touch that I saw. So, just...
Here we go, Dan. Well, 10 seconds left.
You said it, mister. We're winding this championship game down. It looks like we've got ourselves a bona fide winner. Holy Child. They're going to win this championship game. The Hawks have won.
What's up? Look at the big guy. Send Greg. I'll send Greg. Greg. Send Greg. Get Salcido or the big guy?
We're going to have our player of the game joining us in just a moment.
Salcido, 17. Oh, that's green. Oh.
Give me a big man on campus, number 17.
Oh, he wants 17. All right, 17.
Greg, don't get distracted. Go get 17.
We need that guy.
It's hard when somebody leaves the broadcast booth. Like, people want to just start yelling at you in the stands and stuff. They want to take pictures with you. We're going to have the player come over right away.
17.
Let's go.
Get the kid. Why is no?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the broadcast booth right now is our player of the game. Look, man, I've been calling you big man on campus all game, and it's because you are the biggest dude on the court. You have balled out there today and got yourself a championship. What, Ray? Give him a question.
Okay, well, it was hard to pick player of the game. You had so many great teammates with Salcido and other guys. But the quick question for you is, your first half didn't do much offensively, but played so well defensively. How did it feel to dominate that fourth quarter both again on offense and defense?
This is my second year playing basketball, and this year I came in knowing that I needed to play better defense, get more rebounds, so that really motivated me to be better.
This is your second year
Unreal.
playing basketball?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. Well, God bless you. You're going to be a fantastic player for Holy Child for the next few years. How's it feel to be a champion today?
Amazing. That's 2 in a row. I'm hoping that we can get the next 2 too.
That's amazing.
I love
Great
it.
answers.
Championship
Get out there.
mentality.
Go get your trophy.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, young man. Nice to meet you.
Great job.
Great answers. And he called me sir. That was a sign of respect
You
there,
love to
Dan.
hear it. That's our MVP player of the game. Stick around. We've got another championship matchup coming up in just a few moments. Absolutely. We're going to be ready to rock. It's going to be, what do we got next here?
We have another Sacred Heart appearance, I believe, would be the next one. I see them lined up on the sideline, Dan.
It's the Falcons versus the Spartans coming up next, I believe, in game number 4.
Oh, that's spicy, Sacred Heart.
Spicy!
Fun neighborhood
Super
rivalries.
spicy! Stick around. We'll be back. Nobody cares.